No, I understand that they are wrong and they are rude, but that's not how you go about it, because you can get into trouble. And what's the sense of you getting into trouble and then you're gone to prison and you're not here to be their father? So after the man gives the woman a home, now remember I said, ladies and gentlemen, the man is responsible to provide a house. It is our duty to provide. It is our duty to go out and work and bring home money so that the woman can get to spend. And we are now living in an era where, there's a lot of animosity as it relates to, the women and the men and the finances and how we see it from a different point of view. And like I said, the men who are watching, you may have a different point of view, but what I am telling you is factual. And if you should go and do your research, no, I didn't even do a research to tell you all that I'm telling you tonight. I did not do a research. I'm telling you based on my wisdom, knowledge, and understanding as Soigo. We are responsible to provide in the home. It is our duty to go out and work. Back in the days, women never used to work. They stay home, keep the house, and take care of children. Back in the days, there weren't much education either. So what you find is you had a lot of trade men who go, they had carpenters, masons, and so on and so forth. They bring back the money home. The woman goes to the market, goes to the wholesale, and ensure that the house runs properly. Now, in our society today, there's a paradigm shift as it relates to how we do stuff and how we go about stuff. And now in the home, you might have the wife or the girlfriend putting the bills, and you might have the man say, all right, I'll take care of the food, the kids allowance and all of that. But did you know that as the man, we are supposed to give our wives, our girlfriend, allowances? And a lot may say, well, me not give no man my money, because horse dead and cow fat. Yes, we understand. I've heard it. But like I said, I'm telling you the reality, and this is how it goes. And no offense, if you have been a part of a relationship, men who you have suffered terribly as it relates to your partner, not being faithful, or take your money, do other things, or anything like that, I sympathize with you. And I must confess that there are a lot of aspects out there where, the women tend to misuse the men's charity. A lot of the women tend to take our, sincerity, our devotion to them lightly, and what you have is a lot of infidelity and stuff like that. But as I said, guys, let us just focus on them tonight and their values. I don't want to go into too much of the negative. We will get into that another time and have discussions as it relates to that. All right. So after the man give the woman a house, the woman transform it totally. If the woman should come to your house before you guys actually get together, you realize sometimes, she might come and find the fridge in the living room and it belongs to the kitchen when you have a kitchen. She might come and find the iron board in the living room when you have a nice little area where you could actually put it. So you understand, guys, there's a lot. And We just can't do it by ourselves. All right. Talk about the warm meals that she cooks, put on the table. For us, if there's children involved, you talk about a clean environment. You come home to each day because God knows that a woman should be clean. A woman should know how to be clean and to do these things. And trust me, if there's any woman out there who don't know how to wash, cook, and clean, maybe you weren't taught, and it's not a stigma or a crime. It's something that you can actually learn and be good at. There's a lot of women out there who couldn't do the domestic aspect of the home, but when they realize that, look, they find a man and they want to commit themselves to this man, what they do is they find themselves the necessary tools and resources. They enroll in some home economic school as just to get the first-hand experience, because guess what? They want to ensure that they are fulfilling their roles as women. She keeps the family clean, the yard clean. She represents the family on most occasions. And if we can attest to that, we as men tend to shy away from responsibilities. It's not up our alley. And let me not even say all the responsibilities, but we 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 prefer to be laid back and sit back and say, okay, honey, you go and deal with that. You go and do this. You go and, what about you accompanying her to do it? So you do it together, you know. So while she's conducting the business, you're there sitting down, waiting on her, or at least accompanying her to the counter, looking at what is going on, instead of just not being a part. Because guess what? Women want to know that men are very much a part of the whole thing. And that is something that a lot of us, we are in the woman's space, but we are not actually in their life. We are in their space, but we are not a part of their life. We are in their space, we are making love. We are in their space, we are having fun. We are in their space, we go together. We are in their space, we are partying. We are in their space, but guess what? We are not a part of their lives. We are not a part of their life. And a lot of the times, we leave the women feeling lonely and force them to go outside and look for love. And sometimes that is how infidelity comes in the relationship, because our duty as men is to allow ourselves to be, our presence must be felt, our hands must be felt, not to beat the woman, not to choke her to death, not to black and blue her face. But guess what? And even if the woman becomes so cheeky that you feel like you're the backs her down, I'm telling you, gentlemen, it is not your place. She is not your child. She is your wife or girlfriend. And if you're a part of a relationship and you get to the place with that woman where you feel that you're gonna have to start slapping them, end the relationship right